What's cooking, Juventus fans? Welcome back to your old lady's favorite YouTube channel. I know yesterday, I know, it was a lot of me anger, rage-induced, yelling and screaming about the FIGC. None of that today. Today we're strictly on the Mercado. We have some news regarding Milinkovic-Savic. He pretty sincerely wants Juventus. Juve also still sincerely want Zaniolo, as well as some other players, and then their futures when it comes to Juventus. Are they leaving? Are they staying? What are we going to do? We'll cover all that in today's video. Stick with us. We'll fill you in. Ciao ragazzi, welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. My name is Justin Sofro. Today, it's Wednesday, April 13th, 2022. And of course, I've got your latest rundown of all things Juventus, all the news you care about each and every day, as quickly as possible about Juventus, and then get you in and out and about your day. Before we do that, though, go ahead and please hit that like button. It really helps our channel to continue to grow. It really helps with the algorithm and all the nonsense with that. Just hit the like button. It's free. I'll give you a second. Thank you. Then also hit the subscribe button while you're at it and hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. If you feel so inclined, make sure you follow me at Justin Sofro on Twitter. Now let's continue and let's get into the news of the day, and there's plenty. First up, we're talking about Milinkovic-Savic. He has been the main headline for a long time now. It's been at least over a week now that we've been talking SMS each and every day. Messaggero has some updates regarding his situation, saying that Milinkovic-Savic flirts with Juventus. Cherubini has spoken several times with agent Kesman, and Torino is the preferred destination. Also to join his brother, who currently plays for Torino, and Vlahovic. Sarri has already resigned himself to his departure. Yeah, I think Maurizio Sarri understands he's leaving. I think Maurizio Sarri is actually okay with it. Doesn't matter what Sarri wants, what Sarri doesn't like. But it's a good, there's good little pieces here. Definitely the idea that he wants to play with his brother or wants to be in the same city as his brother, to have those days with him is going to be a big boost to Juventus' chances of landing Milinkovic-Savic. Obviously, he could go to PSG. Obviously, he could go to Man United, whatever places that want him as well. But as it stands right now, if he wants to go to Juventus, to go to Turin, to be around his brother, that's a great leverage that Juventus have that could really help in their negotiations there with Lotito. But also about that, let's talk about Lotito. Repubblica is saying that Milinkovic-Savic would love to join Juventus, but Lotito would like to get more than what Juve will offer. Lazio knows that PSG are willing to pay the $80 million euros when they're really only asking for 70, but PSG is willing to pay 80, of course, because they have all the oil money in the world. They can do whatever they want. Goes on to say that Juve would like to include some players in the deal, such as Rovella or even Gatti that they picked up recently. Yeah, we've definitely heard those names be floated out there. I guess Fagioli is not really on the table when it comes to them. Here's the question I lay out to you guys. I think actually Fagioli, Rovella, McKennie are the ones that have been more linked toward a move to like Roma. I lay this out for you guys here. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Would you sacrifice Nicolo Rovella for Milinkovic-Savic to come to Juventus? I mean, I feel like that's pretty. The answer should be pretty clean cut, but let me know in case you disagree with that. All right, let's continue on with the next topic of the day, and that's, of course, we got to talk about Big Z, right, guys? It's all about Big Z. I know you guys were sad because we didn't have any Big Z news yesterday, but it's Big Z today. And Nico Schietta is reporting saying that Juventus are working to sign Nicolo Zaniolo in the summer transfer window. I'm going to call it the Trummer. For now on, summer transfers is Trummers. But anyway, the summer transfer window, Roma want a 50 million euros to sell the Italian talent. Juve are considering to insert a counterpart of Moise Kean to try to lower the deal and overall price. Again, new names. I don't think Moise Kean's really been one that's been linked with the transfer of Nicolo Zaniolo to come to Juventus. Usually it's been a McKennie or Rovella, like we talked about last time. Maybe a Fagioli, somebody of that likelihood. And I don't even know right now currently of Roma's interest in Moise Kean. Is that a player they'd even consider going after? We'll see. We'll keep monitoring that. But for right now, Nicolo Zaniolo remains a higher level target for Juventus. They want to bring him in. 50 million euros is now the price that we're hearing. I imagine it continues to go down over time. Next up, another Italian talent that Juventus are interested in is, of course, Raspadori, and Gazzetta dello Sport's reporting says that Raspadori remains high on Juve's list. Sassuolo have set the starting price at 30 million euros. So Not a lot really to go off there, but that's actually the price range we're looking at. If you're Juventus, that's where they're leaning toward. What does that mean for Juventus? I would imagine Juventus still will try to get the price down a little bit, maybe 20, 25 million euros, if that's something they're willing to pay for. But that's what I have for right now. All right. Let's continue this next topic, and that is, of course, Juventus is looking for a center back. And the one name that really seems to remain out there is that of the profile of Rudiger of Chelsea, who obviously had he had a goal, or did he have 2 goals yesterday? In obviously the defeat against Real Madrid. In the Champions, I said Champions League, right? Anyway, Corriere dello Sport's reporting that Juventus' priority remains Rudiger. His wage demands remain high, but Cherubini will do everything possible to make the deal happen. However, the club has a plan B, and that is Nikola Milinkovic. Again, I talk about this each and every day. I don't know exactly if you want me to say more on this, but really it's just Rudiger, obviously he's a good defender. Obviously he's a good center back. If Juventus can get him, they can get him. But again, you can't legitimately pay him more than you're paying De Ligt. I don't think that. At least I think De Ligt has, to me, he's earned his right and earned his stay with Juventus. You're going to end up giving De Ligt a raise and trying to extend him regardless. But at the same time, Rudiger, to me, should be second fiddle to De Ligt and what you're getting there. We'll see what happens with Juventus in their pursuit of him. But again, the idea of Nikola Milinkovic coming, I'm okay with. I'm open with that. I like the idea of him. I liked him last summer when he was linked with Juventus. If he could be a good little cheaper option, maybe while you pass the time to try to figure out the long-term replacement, we'll see. Maybe Rudiger will be what ends up with Juventus. I think even though Paulo Nanmolo, everybody has Nicola names, right? Paulo Nanmolo basically floated out there just saying that he doesn't think anything will come of this, and I tend to kind of agree with him. All right. Let's take a break real quick right now just to give a little word from our sponsors, if you will. The first time we're doing this here. And our sponsors here at the club are that of our Bianconeri Zone members, the member squad, if you will. If you haven't already, consider joining the member squad. There's a lot of cool things you get, and there's 3 different tiers that you can go with. You can go with the lounge level, which is the lowest, the club level. The club level is the lowest level. You get loyalty badges, you get emojis, you get the Discord members chat, you get to be a part of that, the group. And the Discord members chat is a really cool part because you get to message with us all day, potentially join the channel with videos and stuff that we do here. You see guys that we have on the channel like Davide, like Malik, and then other people have popped on as well. So you get some of that if you want to, as well as then if you move it up to the lounge level. So the first level is $2.25 US dollars. So that's what we're going with right now. If you go to the lounge level, which is the $3.40 or $3.40 a month level, you get the loyalty badges, you get emojis, but you also get a cool monthly wallpaper, something that our own graphic designer creates each and every month. It'll go out to there, and then you also get the access to that members chat. And then the highest level, which is really honestly, and I'm not trying to oversell it, guys. I'm not trying to oversell it here, but to me, I would go premium anyway, because it's $5 a month. It's cheaper than heck. You know what? Honestly, it's way cheaper than what I spend for a cup of coffee every day. If you ever go to Starbucks, and I know, everybody crucify me because I'm going to Starbucks, whatever. I spend $7 for a cup of coffee there. It's insane how expensive it is. So $2 cheaper than a cup of coffee. You get an entire month of access at Bianconeri Zone premium level. You get loyalty badges, you get emojis, you get the monthly wallpaper, you get the Discord member chat, and then the big thing that you get here is giveaway priority. So what does that mean? We're going to start doing a regular giveaway for our members that are of the premium level, where basically you're going to be put into a group of people where we'll do regularly, monthly, or however often it is. We need to set that down in stone, but I would say it's probably a regular monthly giveaway that we're going to start doing with our members on the channel. It's really cool stuff. We're going to end up doing Bianconeri's own swag and all that stuff, as well as some other things Juventus related. So make sure you consider doing that and stick with it. And then one thing I would say is, if you haven't considered joining the member squad, consider today as your option to consider doing that, mainly because you get a lot of cool access and stuff that you can do on the channel, be a part of the channel, if you will, as our guest members that come on there, as well as the stuff that you get with giveaways that we want to pay back to you guys. And also, it's just thanks to you guys guys that are part of the member squad that we're really able to just do what we do every day and bring to the channel. It's because of your all support that we're able to financially afford this thing and to be able to keep it up and running. So thank you to each and every one of you. Just consider it if you haven't already. All right, I'm back. All right, let's continue on with the news of what we had today. In the next half of this, we're going to talk a little bit about some of the players that Juventus currently has and what their future really entails. First up, let's talk about Weston McKennie and what's going on with him. The club believes, this is from Gazzetta dello Sport, the club believes offers for McKennie will arrive this summer. The player is liked, but he's not untouchable. Tottenham and Roma are among the teams thinking about it. I'll be honest, obviously, this is one of those things as an American. Also, just I think if you're a Juventus fan, Weston McKennie has probably grown on you a lot since he first stepped on the field. Moved past the Mickey D's or whatever moniker, they had Big Mac moniker, if you will. But he's really, when he's out there playing, once he gets healthy, he has been a very, very useful option out there on the pitch. It's a high level of energy. He's one of the only offensive minded guys there in the midfield. So it would be a loss to lose him, but it just depends who you'd end up sacrificing him for. Are you going to sacrifice him? Obviously, I know a lot of people probably now at this point would not like the idea of sacrificing him for the likes of Zaniolo, but would you end up sacrificing him to get somebody more next level kind of players there, Milinkovic-Savic kind of guy, somebody like that? We'll see what happens. Tottenham and Roma. Roma obviously would be the one where you can consider for Zaniolo, and I know a lot of you feel like you're excited about Big Z. You can't wait for Big Z to get here, so we'll see what happens. All right, next part up, we got Moise Kean news. Gazzetta dello Sports reporting saying that Keane has not convinced the club. I was about to say Juventus has not convinced the club. Calm it down there, Justin. Moise Kean has not convinced the club, not only for the few goals scored, but also for his commitment. The club is working to find a solution with Everton and his manager. So it seems there may be some stuff going on behind the scenes that we don't even see, an attitude issue maybe for Moise Kean, maybe just his commitment to daily workouts and whatever's going on there. I don't personally know what's going on, but we'll see if any of that starts to leak out here in the coming days, especially if he looks like he's more headed out from Juventus. Corriere dello Sport also talking about now we're looking at Morata and his future. It's like right now we're reported it's I don't want to say it's dwindling, but it's looking less of a home run that it's going to happen right now than it did a couple of days ago. Arsenal are ready to offer 30 million euros to Atletico that they want for Morata, while Juve are not willing to offer that. So that could be a big game changer. We'll see if Morata even would want to go to Arsenal. Maybe he would be a big piece if he tries to say, hey, no, I want to stay here. I want to do whatever, figure out something that can keep me at Juventus. Maybe that'll happen. But as it stands right now, Arsenal are willing to pay the amount of money that it takes to bring in, Morata. It's another one that, not that it worries me, but it's going to be a big, I don't want to say big hole to fill, but you're doing so many pieces already that you're trying to fill. And I know people say whatever because I mentioned about replacing Dybala. I'm saying replacing his offensive or his firepower, if you will. Replacing some kind of attacker. Not Paulo Dybala personally, but what he brought. What he brought scoring-wise. That's why you look for a Raspadori, a guy like that. But then, if you also lose the likes of Alvaro Morata, you got to look somewhere else. You got to bring somebody else in to replace that on top of it. So we'll see what happens there in the future. Next up, we got to talk about Chiellini and what his future looks like at Juventus. Yesterday, we reported saying that he had a decision to make between MLS or if he's going to take an office job. Well, Calciomercato seems that he is leaning toward playing in the MLS. He will ask Juventus to terminate his contract at the end of the year, which is just kind of a sad. I mean, I get it. I understand Juventus. His time now is probably done. He's got injury issues. He's got all the other stuff that goes along with it, as well as it's just like now that they failed to make the World Cup, what's the point of continuing on at Juventus? That was what really was keeping him there, and now it seems like it's time to move on. And I get it, but it's still kind of sad to see terminate his contract at the end of the year. Right? Anyway, best wishes to him if he does go to the MLS. And I'll be there. I'm in America. I will go watch his games. Then Juventus put out a report just talking about Archer now. And Archer is he's injured. He's injured. We got another midfielder in the injury column. Couldn't get that one out. And it's not looking good when it comes to him. And then the other situation, they say a contusion and distortion of the right ankle for Archer. The radiological examinations carried out this morning at the J Medical have excluded a significant capsular ligament involvement, and therefore his condition will be monitored from day to day. But again, that's, obviously that can be good for recovery time, but it's still not good for Juventus when you already have a depleted midfield, and now you're going to have to play, Zakaria and Rabiot. So Rabiot's getting all the playing time. Zakaria, I'm always happy to see Zakaria out there. But of course, Rabiot, you know my feelings about him if you've been on the channel for more than a day. So we'll see what happens there. And then the final piece of the news today is Juan Cuadrado and his future. Nicola Baliche is reporting saying Cuadrado is doubtful. Oh, actually, sorry, not his future. His future playing on the pitch, as in the immediate future, is what I meant to say, of course. Saying that Cuadrado is doubtful for Bologna, a minor adductor problem to be checked over in the next few days, so he might be out for this weekend. I was so used to reporting Cuadrado, even though I'd already read it, so used to reporting Cuadrado renewal news that I thought we were doing that again. I was incorrect. Anyway, guys, that'll do it for the news that we have today. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below on any of the topics we covered, any of the players we're potentially looking at getting in the summer, any ones that you don't want to see leave. Let me know in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, please hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. Make sure you follow Bianconeri Zone at Bianconeri Zone on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, and follow me at Justin Sofro on Twitter as well. Again, consider joining that member squad. We appreciate each and every one of you that have become members since we started the channel. We'll see you guys next time. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri.